Welcome back, everyone. I'm JTXRP, and I cover all things XRP and projects on the XRP ledger. And today we have Xoge with us, and William Hughes, one of the creators of Xoge. And he's going to show us today how to mine XRP. And now I know what you're thinking. We all know XRP is not proof of work or proof of stake, and so it cannot be mined. But apparently, there's a workaround. And so we're going to be using Unminable today, and William is going to be showing us how to do that and a tutorial on how to get it set up. So how you doing today, William?
Awesome. How have you been?
It's been good. It's been a good day. But I'm really interested to know how I can get my hands on some XRP or how I can benefit from Unminable. Can you have show us the ways? Show us your ways. We bow down. How can we
Awesome.
get more XRP?
Okay, so yes, technically you cannot mine XRP because it's obviously an issued cryptocurrency. So you can mine for it though. And I argue that that's better. And here's the reasoning. If you were to mine XRP, like you would say Doge or Bitcoin, you're adding crypto into that ecosystem directly, right? So you create new Bitcoin when you mine it, and then you want to do what with it? You want to sell it to pay for your power costs, right? Okay, so that right there makes the currency lose value because there's more of it, right? So we need more people buying it and more people holding it to actually cover that cost. Now, if you're doing something like this, which is ETH mining, and then they are buying the crypto that you want, what's actually happening is they're taking money out of the Ethereum ecosystem because you're mining Ethereum, and then they're going to sell that. They're going to buy what you want, in this case XRP or something else, but then that money goes into the ecosystem that you're actually wanting to do better anyway. So I argue that it's more beneficial, and one of the main reasons for that is because you're taking money out of there, but the secondary reason is that the transaction fees aren't being offloaded onto you. Unminable is actually pre-purchasing the whole array of what they're offering, and they're doing a comparable fair exchange for you. So you're not paying like an ETH transaction fee, which is fantastic because you don't want to do that, right? Especially if you're just like a small-time miner with one computer.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I guess I'll just get into about what I did. So they threw up Shiba Inu months ago. And of course, I was on that pretty quick with the early mining, mined it for a month, one video card, left the computer running for a month. And that granted me about 4K. Now, typically, you're not going to get anywhere near that. So I did really well.
So let's define expectations here. What's anywhere near? Like, you mean we're not going to break hundreds, we're not going to break. This is for a solid month of mining, right?
A solid month of mining.
And what's the expectation then? What would you expect someone to get?
The expectation, it really depends on your graphics card, but remember that this is an industry now, right? So the players are playing and they're doing big arrays and things like that. If you're just like an individual person, small time, one graphics card, one computer, you really got to be a fairly tricky person doing stuff like I do. Okay, so you mine a low market cap token or coin, and you sit on it and you wait until it gains value, and then you convert that into what you want. One of the best examples that I can give is what I did with Shiba Inu for 1 month, netting 4K into XRP. Another way, I constantly mine like Clever, right, which is Tron network. So then I'll convert that. I wait specifically, and it's all about good trading and good mining. So when I don't see a really good prospect for mining, I will default to like Clever, which has its own app and is a token on the Tron like ecosystem, right? It's the Tron network's token. One of them is Clever. So I mine that one, and then I wait for the trading pair in the wallet, because Clever has its own wallet. I wait for a good trading pair matchup where Tron is down and Clever's up. Then I do the swap from Clever to Tron. That then nets me more money, right? So After that, I wait for a good trading pair on Tron to XRP. So XRP is down and Tron is up. That's when I strike. And then again, I fold, I make more. So I turn something like, you know, what I'm currently running, and I'll show you that. Can you see it right now, or does it not show up over the browser?
I can see the what do you call it? The command line, if that's what
Okay.
it's called.
Yeah. So the prompt is up on the screen.
Yes.
So yeah, it'll show that I'm mining at 80 mega hash right now because it's slowed down just a little bit because the video going. But yeah, that's not very fast. So a lot of people on their graphics card will be doing anywhere from like 25 to 60. That would be the majority of people.
Okay.
People with like A tier cards, they'll be doing like 80 to 100. And then people who have cards that are worth like $5,000 may be doing something like 120 to 200, something
Wow.
crazy.
Okay.
So all in all, my card's not too bad. It cost me like 700, 800 bucks, something like that. But
So
if I was just raw mining XRP, I would probably be making 5, 6 XRP a week, something like that. It's not a lot.
for
It's
especially for all the the energy and different stuff you're using to that you're probably putting into it, right?
it all depends on what you use computers for, right? So on my computer's like always doing something, whether I'm at it or not. I can write scripts or bots. I have websites being hosted off of it. My computer works despite, so I can't even turn it off. Like if I turn it off, it'll shut off my online games. It'll shut off some of my linking and stuff like that, right? So
Okay.
yeah, I just got them. It's already on, so I may as well utilize it. But for people who are wondering if it's worth it, many people told me don't run your Dogecoin miners. It's not worth it. Like I constantly got harassed about that because I had a couple like shoot, I forget the company. It was like Bitmain or something. A couple of those actual ASIC mining rigs.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, and they were running at negative energy, and I wanted to mine, but they were literally costing me money to run. But that's not the point. That mining is an investment like buying a cryptocurrency. You may pay more than what you think that you're getting now, but if your patience is good and you've chosen the right path, later on your returns are going to be there. It's like if there was a long time where if you were mining Bitcoin, you were running a negative deficit on energy costs, but obviously that turned around, right? So yeah, I mean, and as far as like doing, if you're in like major amount of video cards and a bunch of setups and stuff, you probably wouldn't be using unmineable because you're probably going to do solo mining and stuff like that, where this is pooled mining. It's all automated and taken care of and things like that. But just for average Joe dinking around, letting his computer run anyway while he's sleeping and whatnot, this is fantastic. And if you do it right, you'll make way more money than even like my mining in that 1 month for Shiba paid for my computer, which was about $4,000, right?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, I killed it.
Sorry, I do have a question though, and I do want to make sure that we show people how to mine, even though I think it's going to be a ETH, but or it's going to eventually turn out to be XRP, because that's what we promised the viewers is,
Correct.
I'm sure they're sitting here wondering like, okay, well, this is great, but how do I mine XRP? And so there may be other options to do, and there may be like how you got, well, we can probably go into how you got what you would do now after, but I really do want to show them how to get and mine XRP to get that going. And so if people are interested in that, even though they may run, we all know that XRP is going to be worth a lot in the future, not financial advice, but the signs are looking good from what I can tell. So, I think we'll probably eventually make out more than the $4,000 for your computer.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fantastic in my opinion too.
But it might be an investment to get that going, and it might be worthwhile to people to know how to do this. So can you show us how to use this to get that outcome so that we can make sure, I just want to make sure that the viewers are getting what what they were
Yeah.
promised here.
Definitely. So if you wanted to do XRP, go to unminable.com
Okay.
and then they will give you a search box. You type in XRP, you click on XRP, and then this thing just keeps popping up links on me. Okay, so we're over here on the right side, LOL miner, we click that. Then down here, official GitHub repository, we click on that. Now, right in here, just scrolling through real quick, let me see. Okay, yeah, you get down a little bit and you'll get into versions and
1.46a.
yeah, versions and change log. I clicked on that, but I don't think that that's the actual spot. It's up at the top. It's gotta be. Oh yeah, so up at the top of that, you didn't have to scroll down. It was in releases, and then it goes through the versions and just scroll down.
1.46a is where we're at right now. Okay.
Right. And then you just want to get the Windows zip if you're on Windows, and targz if you're on Linux, and Hive OS has one. So, and
Okay.
then if because you're going to get virus results on this, they do put the source code on there. Like you can compile it yourself from the raw source code, so that you can look at the source and you can say, yeah, it doesn't have a virus. Norton is telling me things that aren't true.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be linked if unminable, detected a virus on it. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I've never had a problem in the years that I've been doing this.
So are you gonna download it and show us how to open it and get it going, or?
Yeah, so I already have it on my computer. So let's see here. Okay. And we're on unminable still, and it just keeps giving me this alert too. So kind of being a pain. At any rate, so it's going to ask you for your XRP address, .worker, which can be anything, and a referral code, which isn't required. But if you put in a referral code, it's going to just give a small amount to that referral code.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to give out my referral code because, I mean, I'm not trying to profit off of anybody else. And I'm just doing this, so that people can see it. But it doesn't take, this is one thing that you should know, it doesn't take from the miner anything extra, right? If you don't put in a referral code, or you do, you get the same amount no matter what. That referral code amount, if it isn't given to you, Unminable keeps it no matter what. They're giving that out of their own portion that they would normally keep anyway, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
So how do we, if let's say we've downloaded the file you just mentioned from the LOL miner, the version 6 point whatever, what do we do after that? I think you showed me, we're trying to do this on my computer before. You said something about moving it onto the desktop, and I was asking you about installing it, and you said it doesn't need to be installed. You just need the files on your desktop to run them, right? So can you show us that and how that works, or?
Yeah, basically you just need to have all of the files for it inside of a folder like this. I don't know how well you can see that.
We can see it.
Okay, good. Yeah, it doesn't have to be on your C drive. It doesn't have to be anywhere specific. You obviously don't want to splatter all of these all over your desktop, because it'll just make a mess of it. So just have it in a folder on your desktop. And then batch files are something that you can edit. I recommend Notepad++, which is an application that makes it pretty nice to edit this kind of stuff. But if you don't have that, you can just use text editor. It just doesn't have any code highlighting or anything to help make it look cleaner, so that you can identify where better to edit things. So basically all of these bat files are going to just send like a command string to LOL miner, which is this application right here. You don't run LOL miner. You run a batch file, which then sends LOL miner a execute plus a set of code that says where to execute it, what to mine, who to pay, all of that stuff. So when you see all these different batch files, what you want to do is rename one of them, whichever one you don't think you're going to use, and then go ahead and right click on it and then click edit with Notepad, edit with you know, whatever other program you want. So, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff over here because I was working on web page stuff here. So just give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. All right, so yes, this is a basic set of instructions that'll get passed on to anybody who is going to run this batch command to that LOL miner. And you get these directly from Unminable. And you put them into this folder. So some of it's pretty obvious, pool, ethash.unminable.com, and then a port. And you know that that's a port because it's separated by the semicolon there, right?
Okay. I don't know, but it's good to know I know now.
And give me 1 second and I will show you right there where I cut the window off. Do you see that line right there?
Yeah.
And it shows 3333. That is exactly what this is. So when it asks you for the pool, then you would put in that Unminable is going to give you this, right?
Okay.
And then if at some point you have trouble, you could switch the port to their alternative one. So then aside from putting that in, you will then have to put in a wallet and then the type of currency, so KLV. And in this case, it would be, see this, XRP. Exactly. So then your XRP address would follow that, and then your worker would follow that, followed by a referral code. Now,
you don't want to show your XRP address, right?
No, I don't care at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no qualms with that whatsoever.
Because right now we're looking at the KLV version where this is
right. It's exactly the same thing though.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, let me see. Yeah, I've got an XRP one right here. I will just, if it makes you a little bit more comfortable.
No, I just think that they're going to want to see an XRP example to try to copy it. So maybe they're not as code savvy. But to get these onto your desktop, you need to unzip them and put them
yeah, just like
any
program. The only difference is something like this miner doesn't install. So literally you download it from GitHub. They've already compiled the binaries for you. So you just extract it. It's already in a folder. You open the folder, you edit the bat file. You then input the correct information, which is where to connect.
Which is what you're showing us now. Yeah,
exactly. And then after that, you'll literally just, so let's say that we put in our XRP, we've now put in our address. I always just name my miner 1. You can see I don't even pop in a referral code. So it just ends right there. So wallet or XRP, and then that colon, then the address, and then a period. And whatever number of miners I'm running, I just name it all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right.
Okay.
And then
so you can run multiple at once.
Absolutely, as many computers as you had.
Oh, and I thought all on the same computer.
Yeah, they're all gonna, like, you could put this on 10 different computers. They're all mining, and they're all mining then to this address as your payout. And what's cool about this is if I copy this, like let's say that I just punched in this address on unminable.com. There we go. I think yeah. Okay. So I clicked on address right there, address, and then you drop in your address.
Okay.
And then do the search for it. And you can see that I have a pending balance of 0.23 XRP from previously mining XRP. Now, there's a payment threshold. Auto pay once a day at a certain time whenever my balance is over 10 XRP.
So when we reach 10, it'll send it to you.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then that's it. It just goes right to your address. And like quite literally, I will show you the process of starting your miner. Just like nothing. So you have it set up, you've done the bat file, and all you do is double left click on the one that you want to run, and then it'll pop up in a window, and then that will populate the DAG, which is,
You don't know what
it's
the DAG is.
basically, yeah, it's a set of memory, and you're going to need a graphics card with 6 gig of memory in it, right? Now, if you don't have that, Unmineable does have, I believe it's 2 gig and 4 gig other ETH mining options that'll still pay you out in XRP. So it's not like you're completely out of this if you don't have that. It's just you probably won't be mining as fast because obviously your video card's not as good, and you may be mining a cheaper coin, which may net you less per hour.
Gotcha.
So, but once you've done that, I mean, literally you just double click it, launch it, the program runs, and then you can watch it. It'll give you statistics. It every time you mine like a really difficult block, you get obviously compensated for that. So it'll keep track of different things like that, and from time to time give you statistics. So usually if I'm sleeping, I get up in the morning, I'll check it and I'll see, oh yeah, I broke, you know, a huge block, and you just, I get
Got more for
rewards
it.
for it. Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's super simple stuff.
So
And
I just want to pause real quick.
yeah,
You double clicked, you double left clicked the file, and then how did it start running?
so this is a batch file,
Yeah,
and inside of here, we will see that it passes some arguments on to
but it won't just rename
LOL.
it whenever you try to double click, right?
What do you mean?
Whenever you try to double click in Windows, sometimes it'll try to rename the file.
Oh, if you do it slowly,
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, it'll, I mean, you can right click it and just click
Run.
open.
Oh, open. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I usually, like, if you just mess with it too long, you might get that. See if I just do it really slow, but a double left click is typically something that you do really fast.
Okay. And it just starts running as soon as you double left click it.
Yeah, and let's just look at that code string real quick. So this is just passing an argument through command shell, like command.com or PowerShell, whatever you want to call it. You should be able to just cmd.exe. Yeah, and just like that, boom, you have a command prompt. I could run everything just from this myself because I can see lol miner.exe followed up by this string. So if I just punched in pool, which would be that up there, which being a variable set, and wallet, which is that, onto this string, typed it into this on the corrector, like the corrector directory of that folder, it would launch straight inside of here. Wouldn't even end up launching a new window. So you don't need to know that because it's not important. But the point
Okay.
is,
I was gonna say I kind of lost there, but okay.
yeah, this just it just launches, it calls the command and passes those bat arguments right to it, which you put in up here where it tells you to.
So just summarizing, go to
Mhm.
Unmineable, search XRP, download. We have to make sure we downloaded that specific version that you mentioned. Unzip the files, and
You
then
can, well, hold on though. You can download any version you want.
okay, but for
Yeah.
the sake of if you're on a Windows machine right now, that version
Yes.
is the one that you're gonna want to get, right? So I'm gonna assume most people are on a Windows machine, and if someone has already done Linux, then they're probably looking at other tutorials, possibly. But if they're on Windows, then they need to go because I'm thinking about doing this myself, guys. So I'm just trying to get it. Download that, unzip it, throw the folder that has everything either in my documents or on my desktop or on another hard drive, and then open the batch file and make sure that it has the what do you call it? Make sure that it's at the XRP batch file or rename it to the XRP batch file, and then put this information with the global server on it that's in the middle of the screen right now, and the port number, and then make sure to put my wallet address in there like you had shown previously.
Yep.
Save it out, close it, and then double click the batch file to run it, and it will automatically run the miner. That's
Right. Yeah, pretty much. And don't forget your worker, because you missed that step. But
Okay.
if you get confused at all, they literally give you a pastable string that you would just do a couple edits to that would work. And
Okay.
then one other thing up here, if you click on ET hash,
Mm-hmm.
that would be 6 GB right there, right? If you click on ETC hash, that's 3 GB. So if you have a smaller video card, there's options. And random X right here, if you read that, that's CPU. So CPU, no video card, just straight off your CPU with running these things. I would not recommend trying to use LOL miner if you were going to do random X, though. You would want to switch to one of the CPU miners, like see, they've already got them right here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, see, they switched it. So if you were doing Kapow, you need this miner or this miner. If you're doing ET Cash, you need, oh, you could use the LLL miner. So yeah.
Okay. So I feel like it's going to be really simple. I just need to get the other computer I have running. Maybe I can show anything I run into, and maybe we can do a small series with Xoge.
We can do an exact video of setting yours up with any questions you have. We'll make it work right on the video. We can even do it live. It'll be amazing. However you want to do it, we can make it work. This stuff is actually really user friendly. Unmineable has done a tremendous amount of work. And if they do watch this video, Unmineable, we've been trying to get Xoge on there for a while. It would be amazing. Let's do this. I would be mining it all the time. So
Unmineable
yeah.
if you're listening.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, like you said, mining for that takes away the oh no, because it's still going into
Oh no,
it's
it's
doing that to
great.
ETH and then it's going into Xoge. Okay, I understand. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I
Sorry.
would love to get Xoge on there. Can you imagine if you have a small cryptocurrency that could use incoming capital and the community just goes, okay, well, we're going to make it happen. And 20 or 30 people start mining and you're getting another, $300 to $600 a day added into your ecosystem. It's
Maybe
fantastic.
those that are watching, if you're fans of Xoge, which I hope you are, go to uh tag this video and tag Unmineable on Twitter and just reach out to them and say, hey, can we get Xoge on there? Maybe we can start a viral Twitter post and maybe grab some attention. Maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Uh,
Yeah, so is there any other questions or things that were unclear? Anything you want to retrace?
I don't. I think that if anyone does have questions, you can put them in the comments below. I'll have send William the link to the video and try to answer them in the next video, or I'll answer what I can, and anything else I'll direct William to help you guys answer. But no, I think I just need to do it and try it myself. And if you guys run into anything or having any issues, please let us know. I'm
And I
not.
got
Go ahead.
one last thing in closing here.
Sure.
Just so you guys know, I could easily edit a bat file and set it up in a way where all you would have to do is put in just your XRP address and click a button. But here's the problem with that. These things update, they change. And if you do it this way and you learn how to do it, you're not going to need any more tutorials or help from anyone. Every time stuff changes, you're already going to know how to do it. So it's the whole principle of fishing for someone or teaching someone to fish, and then they can take care of themselves. So once you get it the first time, you're going to be like, I don't know. Just remember, if you enter in incorrect data, the miner just won't work. And it's not like you're going to break it. It literally just will close and not be working. You have to enter in correct data, but your computer's not going to blow up. Nothing bad's going to happen. So really just jump in, get your feet wet, and punch in the correct data, and you'll see it'll fire up. And you're like, well, that really wasn't that hard. So don't be nervous. You won't break anything.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
How often, speaking of updating, how often does it update and what is that process? Like, what do you need to
Right.
do? Do you have to
So
download the new files or?
exactly, just that simple. You would down, and that's part of why you should know how to set this stuff up, right? Because if they do an update and in the change log on the GitHub, you read specifically, oh, improved hashing power for such and such card, and you're like, but that's my card,
And
right? Then
yeah.
you're like, I want that update. So if you were just to download a cookie cutter that did it for you in one click, you wouldn't be so quick to want to do that, right? So yeah, just you would go straight through the same steps again, but you would know how. And it's setting up one of these miners is a solid 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll make that 5-minute video here shortly. But thank you so much, William, for showing us how to do this. I have a computer that's just sitting there that's kind of half baked. I'm thinking about Frankensteining it and trying to see what I can do with it on the side. So yeah, we'll see. If you've got a computer sitting in the garage somewhere and you know, maybe it's usable, maybe it's not, but it might be good to play around with and see if you can get this to work for you. And again, none of this is financial advice, but I really do hope you'll like, share, and subscribe, and write in the comments below if you have any questions. I'll do my best. I might defer to William, but thank you so much for being on this and for helping us out, Xoge, and we'll see you next time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
We're out.